Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Patch 3.3's open beta. And today we're going to be basically diving in and finding out what's going on, what's new, what's different. And to do that, I guess the first thing we should do is kind of have a look through what's, generally speaking, changed. And I don't think there's any better way to start that than by talking about permanent employment. Now, I think this civic is really quite funny, actually. I think it's completely humorous, and the fact that they wanted to give us reanimators, and the way they gave it to us was this posthumous even employment center is, yeah. Just brand loyalty, permanent employment. The roleplay stuff is fantastic. Now, with this one, let's... well, actually, we could just very quickly dive in, and then we can go back to the main menu if we need to. But that way we'll be able to have a look at what's going on. So, Posthumous Employment Center gives us +2 upkeep, production, whatever. +2 assembly. And it does stack with the trait, whichever trait it's called. Let me go to my pops to remind myself. Budding. Yep, that's it. It stacks with budding. That means that you can get reasonably good pop growth here out of a corporate empire right out of the gate. And we don't have, we don't have mechanists, nothing like that. Now, you can probably, and Jane in the comments has kind of mentioned this, Unruly. Is it rubbish now? What's going on with Unruly? So, Unruly, it's not on my screen right now, but basically that increases the Empire Sprawl from our pops by a certain amount. And how does Empire Sprawl work now? Well, basically, below 50 Empire Sprawl, it's completely ignored. And above 50 Empire Sprawl, there are lots and lots of problems. If I just go to a save game I've got somewhere, bear with me for just a moment. I think this is the right save. If you just give me a second, folks. Yep. Alright, so we've got 1,000 Empire Sprawl here in this save. 1,032 over the cap. And they've reworked the way that the Empire Sprawl actually works now. So basically, for every point of Empire Sprawl over 50, you get plus 0.1% tech cost and plus 0.2% tradition cost. Therefore, for 1,000 Empire Sprawl, you get plus 100% technology cost. That's a doubling in cost, and plus 200% tradition adoption cost. Now, that's actually not very much. I mean, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, but this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing in comparison to what Empire Sprawl used to be back in the days of Megacorp, back a while ago. Edicts as well, though. I think this is a slight problem in the beta, but your Empire Sprawl, generally, for every point of Empire Sprawl, your Edict upkeep goes up by 1%. That now means that your Edicts fund, I mean, I'm basically late game here. I've even got Executive Vigor. Edict fund of 215 is woefully inadequate. I can barely run a single edict with my edict fund. I'm currently, what have I got here? 4 edicts going. Before this would have been fine, not a problem. And yeah, it's like, so if I wanted to do this properly, I'd have to turn off mining, turn off research, turn off greater than ourselves. We'd just unpause for a moment and just let the Unity update. So yeah, now I'm at plus 2k, but you want to be spending that Unity, because in the game now we have Ascensions. And what do these Ascensions do? Oh my goodness, what's that? Why is that? That's weird. We have Ascensions, and basically we can upgrade our planets. The weird ones, or the crazy ones, I think, Ecumenopolis Foundries. We can get minus 70% metallurgist upkeep. So we just take a look at this world here. I mean, I'm not even, I've not even got full, I've not even filled up all of the districts. I've got a bunch of pops being assimilated. Don't worry, I'm not driven simulators. We're not evil. But if we just dive in and look at what we're doing here, we're making 13 alloys, and it's only costing us. Each pop is making 13 alloys, and it's costing us 6 minerals. That's just wild. Oh, that's a very good point. What happens if we run negative unity? Well, let's just. That's got to be a mistake. No. No way. So they've also rebalanced the cost of ambitions, but it looks like that's a one-time thing you pay for, and then it lasts until cancelled. That's not a monthly upkeep. This must be a little bit of a bug there. Okay, so at the moment, ambitions you pay, and it's on the same scale. It's on the same scale as your regular edict, but you pay once, and then apparently it lasts forever. Yeah, I suspect ambitions is bug. Thank you, Yenny. So how can we run out of Unity? And we filled up all of that. I guess the best way to test that, let's start a new game. Let's just go back to the menu for a second. Let's start a quick new game. I'll jump back in as these fellows. And yeah, no bugs in Stellaris ever, never. And let's try to start off with this straight away. Let's sell a bunch of stuff. So what we're going to try and do is increase our. We're just going to increase our sprawl. And by increasing our sprawl, I've also noticed the game does go a little faster now. Look at it go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the beta does seem to have increased the speed of Stellaris, and that is a plus, I think, in everyone's books. Planetary unification. This one now, very wild. You now get up to 6 months worth of Unity or 1,000 Unity, whichever is lower. So you probably want to wait with this one until your Unity production is something like what? Something like well, 1/6 of 1,000, so 150 or something. I mean, yeah, we're 1.5 years in since I started talking just a moment ago. That is wildly fast. Wait, what? Didn't I turn them on? Oh, but we've got such a large edict fund. Oh, I see. Where's some more edicts? That would be an edict, wouldn't it? Yes, let's go down this tree then. Or possibly, let's possibly go for a research lab. We're currently trying to see what negative Unity will actually do to the Empire. All right, here we go. Research subsidies, map the stars. Now we should be going to go to negative Unity. Stability -20. Oh my goodness. All right, negative Unity is very, very bad. But minus 100% governing ethics attraction. That means we should be able to get a lot of new ethics going across our empire. That's so if you want to change your ethics now, don't bother when you get factions suppressing them. No. It's probably best if instead you go to negative Unity for a little bit, make a load of people switch their faction type, and then the only other penalty is this 20% stability, which is a big hit. But if you only do it for a few months, that's not that bad, I think. I mean, somebody shout at me if you think I'm going crazy here, but I mean, because this way as well, let's say, let's get some more of that. Let's say we had pacifist. There's an edict to increase our stability by 5 as a pacifist. Yeah, so if we increase our stability by 5 and we're pacifists, that should mean that we only get -15. And that would be manageable. You know, if you're spending Unity to get extra. Yeah, if you take into, I mean, late game, you might actually want to go negative. You might actually want to activate every single edict you have when you're no longer when you've filled up all of your ascension perks and you've got all of your traditions, let's just have a look. Let's just have a look what we can do. One moment. Right. Let's grab somebody. These guys. I'm going to swap out the authoritarian for fanatic pacifist. We'll just jump in as them quickly. All right. Okay. Let's see. I mean, we're coming up with these things on the fly here, ladies and gentlemen. So they may work. They may not. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to research all technology. Is there a traditions? No, there's not. So let's grab 1 million unity. And we'll just have, well, we'll have everything. Basically, I just want to have all of the, no, that one's not got diplomacy. Oh, no, that's discovery. Yes, that's got some edicts to unlock. Then there's also domination. That has edicts to unlock. Yeah. What else has edicts? Subterfuge doesn't. Right, well, let's just leave that for now. But if we just toggle everything. Oh, we have to spend the rest of our unity too. Bear with me. Let's just spend it all. Ah, we need more tiers for the Ascension perks. Let's grab Subterfuge, the best of traditions. Totally not a joke tradition at all. I love Subterfuge. Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever taken it outside of a roleplay. Yeah, no, I don't think I have. Right, everything's unlocked. Now let's just maximize our capital. Oh, we need more planets. More! Right, we're going to do a couple of more. I'm just going to do a couple of other bits and pieces. We're also going to survey the galaxy. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Go away. There we are. So we've done that. Now we want to grab a couple of planets. Oh, of course, we'll also trigger all of these because they're so cheap and it's just a base cost. Definitely a bug, but yeah. Okay, we'll colonize a couple of planets. Let's just grab some other resources. Basically, all I'm doing here is we want to test out what's going to happen. That's why I'm cheating a little bit. Because I want to see what happens in the game when we do crazy things. Let's grab another... Oh, we need more of that. All right. If we grab another world... Great, we've got a colony down. Yes, go away, please. We'll have you, and we'll also have you. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, because what we're going to see here now is if we can go to negative stability, but basically completely ignore that. Can I reform the government? All right. Byzantine bureaucracy. People are asking what it does. Now we get +1 stability from bureaucrats and +1 unity from bureaucrats. What are bureaucrats, I may hear you asking? Well, if we just build... It's not an autocathon monument. Let me find it. Unity buildings. What? Why can't I build administrators? Bureaucrats. Well, I already have them. What's providing them? Oh, administrative officers. Yeah, but why is that? Why is that not showing up as a unity building? Well, that's a little minor one. Is there's admin officers are not showing up as unity buildings. That's not a problem though. Yeah. What happens if we improve colony? No, that's just... I mean, you wouldn't do it, but like... Yes, let's ascend the colony. All right. We'll push this one up too. And then we have to spend a little bit more. So I will grab another 10,000 unity. How much are we off? A little bit off. So we need another... let's grab 1,500 more. Nope, even more again. All right, now we go to negative unity. Okay, now we're at negative, which means we're getting minus 20 stability and minus 100% governing ethics attraction on our planets. That should be a problem. However, it's not a problem. We're at 98%. Oh, that's just bonkers. Seriously? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's just unpick this for a moment. Let's get rid of all of our icons and make sure we're not doing anything crazy. So what have we got? We've got, oh, there's more. Wait, diplomatic grants, Bureau of Espionage, thought enforcement. Great. So we've activated all of our edicts. We're blowing our unity well out of the water. And we're getting for that plus 5 stability, information quarantine, plus 10% happiness, peace festivals, plus 10% research output, plus 10% metallurgist output, plus 10% artificer output, plus 50% from farmers, plus 50% from miners, plus 50% from technicians. I mean, these three alone is much better than having minus 20 stability. If you have to choose between minus 20 stability or capacity subsidies and mining subsidies, just pick those two. That would be my bet there. So, I mean, you don't want to do this until you've unlocked everything, but once you have, just ignore Unity. You know, ignore Unity, spend it, possibly extended shifts, thought enforcement, tracking implants. Oh, maybe we want to deactivate these because they're reducing our happiness. But why are we at 100% happiness? Well, hold the phone. What's our rights? Oh, decadent lifestyle. This is an important one. They've increased the consumer goods cost for decadent lifestyle. I don't think it's that good anymore. What did you miss, Vednui? Well, we are now seeing what happens if we have negative unity. If you get negative unity or a shortage of unity, you get minus 20 stability, minus 100% governing ethics attraction. However, in the late game, you've got so many different edicts, and together they do lots of great, fantastic things. We're getting happiness there. We are losing. I'm just going to deactivate the ones which are costing us happiness because they're just not that good anyway. Yeah. Oh, we're at 100% happiness that we don't... What can we activate then and stay at 100% happiness? This is just silly. I mean, you probably want the planetary ascensions. Having said that, if you were to upgrade a planet to the maximum level, you'd be getting 3.5. Let's actually we can convert a world. This is something we... Okay, if you convert a world, it stays at the right ascension tier. So, generate a world, 87.5%. That is an extra, 62.5%. Or... instead on one world over what the regular is of just plus 25%. Or alternatively, we can activate all of our edicts and get capacity subsidies plus 50% everywhere. So I would suspect it is better to not bother with ascensions, possibly, and instead just use all of your edicts and run negative unity. I mean, please somebody tell me if I'm missing something here, but 20 stability is... I mean, look, we're at 100% stability basically on our planets. Well, let's look at the modifiers. Minus 20, boo. But we're now Fanatic Pacifist and Information Quarantine, and we finished Prosperity. And then on top of that, we're also getting plus 5. Yeah, well, plus 5 from Information Quarantine. That is negating. Industrial World level 10. Okay. So in Industrial World level 10, that's going to reduce your upkeep by 35% of each, or the Forge World minus 70%. Yes. Okay, on one world that might be useful. And Tech World, okay, you've got minus 70% researcher upkeep. I mean, what's really cool, I think, is if you had a Fortress World, plus 70% defense army damage, that'd be quite fun. Yeah, absolutely. Rural World, yeah, all of these things doing crazy, crazy things. Trade, yes, you'd increase your trade as well from the Urban World. And that's quite nice. Plus 70% trade value, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, if you built a... oh, let's just do it then. Let's just do it. We can't build it there, actually. Let's build it there. If we were to build a ring world... And I'm on instant build, that's why all of this is happening so fast. Don't be alarmed, that's... I mean, that shouldn't affect everything else that's happening, though. Because we're just doing a bit of testing at the moment. So let's throw out a ring world quickly. Woohoo! And because we have some different ones on the ring world, right? It does work on research segments, I'm pretty sure. We can test that out in just a moment, though. Let's... Yeah, these bureaucrats are pretty good, actually. I think... Yeah, so I'm going to reform government into Byzantine bureaucracy. Oh, we have to wait another few years. But look how fast... Guys, I want to... Ladies and gentlemen, look at the speed of this game. You know, we're 6 years in now. Completely wild. Yeah, peace be with you. Go away. Let's just upgrade this. Throw in an off-world trading company too. Why not? Yeah, I mean, negative unity. Yeah, we're running minus... So what we're doing now is we're testing out... And, I mean, of course you could, at any moment, just turn all of them off. We'll deal with the dancing plague in a moment. You could just turn all of them off, because you're at 0. Turn them all off. Start producing Unity again, until you need to spend the Unity. And then, as soon as you've spent the Unity, we could go back. And we could just turn them all on again. I mean, there's no real reason not to, is there? We you know, peace festivals and information quarantine together, plus the fact that we're pacifist. And if you have aristocratic elite, for instance, with noble estates, pacifist aristocratic elite, you can run negative unity, as in because you're going to completely ignore this. Oh, we're paused. That's the problem. Yeah, it's a worthy endeavor. We're paused. Once we unpause, you can see that you can run negative unity, and the only effect you're getting is this -20 stability. Oh, and the governing ethics problem. I say problem. It's not that big a problem. Right, but we do have Ringworld. So yeah, so crazy things you can do with Ringworlds. Let's say you upgrade, you get a research Ringworld. Let's just get a lot of Unity for a moment. How much is it going to cost? Let's get let's get 1 million, just in case. Cool. Oh, now I've got no way of spending it again. Fool! Unless we upgrade a few things. Yeah, I'll just do that and I can spend it again. That. I mean, so far, I don't think there's like... This is the first thing I've kind of found where I've gone, well, what happens if we have a deficit? Is it a problem? And the answer is basically no. A little bit similar to the machine problem, but that's the point of this open beta. So now they're going to be, you know, we've got this open beta, and I think also it might be important. Well, I wonder what happens if you're a machine, actually. That's a very good point, you know. Excuse me. That's a very, very good point. But first off, Research Ringworld, 52% extra. Oh me goodness me. Agricultural Ringworld, that's just the same. Commerce Ringworld, plus 70%. Administrative Center, plus 35%. That's pretty nice. Or just a regular Ringworld, plus 17% output to everything. I suppose there is only one way to find out. Let's let's consider diving in as some machines then, shall we? Let's just save this in case you decide to come back to it. Let's play as these fellows, the architects. So starting off the game, if we grab a little bit of Unity, or actually let's just research all. There we go, fantastic. So if I just grab everything, let's see what the problem is. Let's see what the damage is. And of course we will go to that beautiful new fast speed we're allowed to do. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they didn't. Okay, so critical resource shortage, minus 20 stability. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we don't care. So we're running, even if it actually affected us, you know, even if we were like below 50, which we're not even below 50. Let's take no other resources. We won't bother with traditions this game. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's restart. Let's take a moment. We're going to restart. And we're going to do nothing except attempt to run a negative unity build. Okay? Yeah, let's do it with the machine architects. What are they, though? Rapid replicators. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's make sure we're on Grand Admiral. And we'll turn scaling difficulty off, aggressiveness high. We like all of those things so far. We're never going to get to the crisis, so I'm not going to bother with that. I will turn primitives back on briefly and reduce the... Oh no, habitable world is fine. We'll get one of each of those. Yes. That all seems good. All right. What we're going to try and do now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see if we can run a negative unity build as machines, and if it's going to be an issue. Oh, did we start with maintenance protocols? Sorry, that's the point. Thank you very much, whoever noticed that. We're just going to restart. Let's edit. I'm going to go with Memorialist, actually, I think. I mean, I should go with Static Research Analysis, but... The reason I'm going to go with Memorialist is because we want to get stability and ignore the negative unity bonus. And hopefully that's what it's going to do. All right, capacity subsidies. We'll grab that right out of the gate. I suppose we could have some unity production, because what I think we'll do is we'll try and just get one... We're going to try and get one tradition. And then after we've got one tradition, we're just going to stop. Okay? What are our bonuses as machine intelligence? I need to remember. So, we have plus 10% mining station output. Oh no, we get plus 33% Empire Sprawl penalty. So, interestingly here, actually. Yes, Ahmed, you do need... sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I think it was right. Maybe shout at me if I'm wrong. But you do need unity for traditions and planetary ascensions. What I'm suggesting is we don't bother with traditions and planetary ascensions. After our first tradition, we get first tradition, unlock the first tradition pick, and then after that, we basically run edicts to have negative unity, but we can always turn them off again, basically. That's what the plan is going to be. By the way, this is sorry, what I was going to talk about now. So, machine intelligence, there is an Empire Sprawl penalty of plus 33% here. Okay? Now, the opposite is true with a Biohive Mind. Biohive Mind get a minus 25% to their Empire Sprawl penalty. I think that now means that Biohive Mind just went from being like neck and neck top of the meta to blowing away everything else. Biohive Mind being able to do wide, or at least have a few planets with massive pop growth on those planets, and then go out and eat other empires, is going to be very powerful because they can ignore Empire Sprawl to a degree that no one else can. Do I remember your rogue servitors? We can take Ascension with abducting enemy pops. Great example of tall empire. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. Goodness me. But actually, let's do a couple of things now. So first things first, let's build another mining district. Let's buy some minerals. No, that's the wrong starting move. Don't be stupid. I should buy 13 lovely alloys every month. And that way I can build a colony ship very, very, very soon. Yes, Hidden Ryan, it is a new game. Well, kind of. I mean, the thing is, there are only some changes. Now, I actually think the complaints about Empire Sprawl, if anything, it's going to be underwhelming, the effect it has. Because, as I mentioned earlier, for every point of Empire Sprawl over 50, you're going to get plus 0.1% tech cost and plus 0.2% tradition cost. That means with 100 extra sprawl, you'll get an extra 10% tech cost and 20% tradition cost. Getting to 150 Empire Sprawl usually takes about 20 to 30 years, so it's basically not going to be useful. I'm not sure it is the new meta. I just think maybe we need to do something more than what we've currently got. I'm not trying to... Well, I mean, I am trying to break the game, because at the moment we are playing as... we're playing the beta, so we want to break the game so that we can see what can happen. There we go, get a first colony ship out. It was a little late, but still all right. You know what? Sanctuary of Repose. That does that. How do we get Unity then? It's uplink nodes. Alright, we need another uplink node. Oh, that's a very expensive cost. Machines, I think, so it can cost 1 energy to turn into 1 Unity. That's quite expensive for uplink nodes. Thank you, Jane. Yes, it is uplink nodes. Right, so we're going to try and fill Prosperity basically as soon as we can. And yeah, we're playing it the complete fastest because we're just gonna, you know, we're not trying to go absolute best thing in the world here. We're just having a bit of fun. Okay, first 5% Unity from jobs and 2 Chronicle drones. Oh wow, Chronicle drones produce Unity as well. Okay, that's wow. I've forgotten what this is called, but it's very good. It's very, very good indeed. We're not going to go with the Edict funds. Edict fund stuff is bad, okay? I'm pretty sure. That's my decision now. We don't like Edict funds. Let's go for that. We'll also grab that. Get the refineries. Yes. We should probably colonize the world when we have the chance. That'll be source. I probably should survey this first and then come back to this one. All right, now we've got things going on. Okay, a little bit of micro here. Only +4. Whoa, have they debuffed it? Is it really only giving +2, not +2.5? Oh, that is yuck. I thought it gave +2.5. Huh. They have debuffed it. Well, I never. Alright, we're going to be taking capacity subsidies very soon. But first we are going to complete Prosperity. I mean, it's not very long till we've done that. You see, here we are at 62, which is 12 over 50. And that means we've got just over 2% and just over 1%. Don't know why that's rounded to 3, but hey-ho. Hiring leaders may be a little bit of a problem for this empire. Maybe. We don't know that yet. We're just going to have to wait and see. Let's stop buying all those alloys. We don't really need them. We've got so many now. Oh, and we're already getting that Empire Sprawl penalty. But very, very little. Okay. Get some more energy credits. I will also go for the energy grid here. Oh, I haven't... should have got rid of this. I should have done this replicator bay thing. That was a mistake on my part. Actually, no, let's not go for a generator district. Let's throw that out. Do we have... So this gives plus Unity just from administrator. Oh, so Amplifier, or the Bureaucrat one, it is single player MOS. I'm just testing the game. Amplifier Bureaucrat only gives Unity from administrators, not from anything else. 5.9 there. Oh, so we should... Oh, goodness. So Chronicle drones are better than coordinators. We should replace these immediately with... Oh, you can only have one Sanctuary of Repose per planet, though. Oh, that's quite rubbish, then. What does Interstellar Dominion do now? That's good. What about Imperial Prerogative? Empire Sprawl from planets minus 50%. So it goes from 10 to 5. I mean, that sounds great, but actually each planet is only worth... Each colony is only worth 10 Empire Sprawl. So for every planet you have, that's 2.5% reduction to tech cost. I'm not entirely sure that's worth it either. Nope, not sure at all. Let's grab a couple of leaders. And then we're going to start showcasing very soon, if I can. I'm hopefully going to start showcasing what a negative unity build should look like if we can do it right. Or is that not the right level? Oh, of course it's not. We'll grab a Sanctuary of Repose there. Right, throw down a couple of research labs, and I'm going to hire some more leaders. Let's get another one of those. We'll get a governor. We'll get a general. I mean, because our leaders don't die as well, so we're pretty happy. We are pretty happy. Let's disable the first one. And we'll just grab one more scientist, I think. Yeah, just so we've got enough. Right, now we're going to switch over to negative. So we're just going to put everything on, and we're just going to ignore Unity now. We don't care. Farming subsidies. And if we ever want Unity production again, we'll just turn it off, and we can start getting some Unity. Absolutely beautiful. Let's disable that. Actually, let's replace these. Because we don't need those node planets anymore. And we'll get rid of the annoying button telling us there's a problem. I mean, I've gone through this game rather fast. We're not doing amazingly fantastically from that point of view, but I just wanted to have a look and see if this is kind of viable. There's an error in the top of the box. What error? I'm very confused. Sorry. No, so there is a problem. If you're at negative unity, you get minus 20 stability on your planets, which we're suffering from. But we finished prosperity, so we've got +5. It's not the end of the world. I mean, maybe machines are not the right people to do this with. Maybe actually you want to go... Maybe it is pacifists. Some sort of pacifist build. Oh, we've got size 12, size 15. All a bit rubbish. Delta, and that's another size 12. Goodness me. Alright, well, let's just throw down some stuff. I must say, the game is really racing, though. That's really good. We got any more edicts? Yes, farming subsidies. Might as well fire that one off. And this isn't really that. I mean, it's not the end of the world, this minus 20 stability. It hurts, but it's better than not being able to run capacity subsidies, because that's the thing. We're only making like 35 unity. Capacity subsidies cost 100 because it is directly tied to Empire Sprawl. See this, we're at 95 Empire Sprawl, so we get plus 95%. So otherwise we just couldn't run it. But a plus 50% with a minus 15%, fantastic. We're already at 100. Wow, that's just a little silly. Mineral purification plants. Yes, yes, yes. Don't mind if I do. And there's, remember, I bought some leaders earlier, so we do actually have some. I mean, I should really slow the game down a little bit. It's going far too fast for me to kind of keep up with things. And as long as we don't go below 30%, I don't think there'll be any issues for our colonies. I have mining subsidies now. Thank you very much. Brilliant. So yeah, now we're running a massive unity deficit. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. But yeah, does it really matter? Like, honestly, this is how I feel about this right now.
You serious?
Let's hope that this one gets patched out, or they do something slightly different, because I'm pretty sure right now it's better to not take a tradition. Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Somebody can math it though. I'm sure somebody'd be able to math it and work out if it is better or not. I mean, maybe there's like, you have to really ride this wave. I think, yeah, if they just got disabled when we went to negative unity, that would be pretty reasonable. Because at the moment, it's a bit silly. We just disable those guys as well. We don't need them producing any unity. Disgusting. I'll have to throw down some drone storage though in a moment, just to kind of balance the unity related issues we are having. And if I need, yeah, exactly, if I need any unity, I can just turn them all off. Ah, but I've turned all my unity production off, haven't I? Haven't I? My leaders are consuming unity. Oh no! So I bought all these leaders, and obviously they're all using up unity. Oh, that's deeply unpleasant. Yeah, I mean, I'm just... So let's say you got a couple of admirals, a couple of extra scientists, an extra governor, and a general. Each one of these bad boys is upkeeping 2 unity. 2! That's... I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get any... I'm not going to get traditions. It's not going to happen, so I might as well just go negative unity. Oh, Jane, yeah, no, it is massively behind. I'm just trying to see what was going on with it. I was running at fastest for quite a while because, because it's so fast. Look, it's beautifully fast. I'm mainly trying to get to a point to see, I just wanted to actually get so we could fill up all of these edicts, etc. I suppose the main issue is that you are going to need maintenance drones because you cannot dance about on your stability like this. That's my thought there anyway. Yeah, and we'll just throw a couple of guys over to Terrence. Oh, you need unity to move the pops around, though. Ooh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Yeah, of course you do. I mean, I think it's going to take a bit more work to get it to be viable, but I think it is going to end up being viable. Anyway, there's enough of this. Let's save this for now. Now let's have a look at what I think is almost certainly going to be quite an interesting kind of meta, so to speak. Let's go for, yeah, Void Dwellers. And the trait that I need to have right now, let's get rid of those. I'm going to go for, what do I want to have? I want to have Thrifty. And I also want to have Charismatic. Do I? No, I don't need that. No, I don't need that. Let's go for Intelligent. Because what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a little weird, but we're going to go for... Where are you? Where are you? I'm looking for... That's what I want. Where are you? Exalted Priesthood. Right, so Exalted Priesthood. That's going to give +1 unity from priests. And we'll swap some of our politicians for high priests. Holy moly! The trade policy now gives plus 0.125 unity. Well, let's have a look at that. Fair enough. I didn't know they'd halved it. I mean, it still should be very, very powerful. Yeah, very, very powerful. Functional architecture. I think I'm going to go for this kind of combination. I want the extra pop growth. Just in the beginning, it's going to help. I want the extra unity, etc. All right, here's the Imperium. Will be those people. Let's go. Okay, so now what we're going to look at is the fact that you can get a trade league very, very easily. Like, I really do mean very, very easy. Okay, 43 unity at the start of the game. 5 months! That's nuts. Okay. Well, that's not... That's completely balanced. Oh, okay. Yeah, Interestingly, we don't actually start with that many pops. Our 10 pops don't seem to go as far as they used to. What am I... No, I think that was what it used to be before, wasn't it? Probably just being a bit silly. Let's go out and explore. I will do all the initial things that, of course, everyone does. Also, the upgrading has been reduced. So that's a problem. Small penalties. At this point, we're getting an extra 1% tech cost. Completely not a problem. Inward Perfection Life Seeded gets 60 unity from the start. Oh, that's nasty. Oof. Yeah, that's really nasty. Right, what we're going to do here... Oh no, you do still get the same amount of mineral alloys. Maybe I'm thinking wrong things. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. No, you've all gone away. There you are. Okay. How can you play the beta? All you have to do is go to Steam and open it up. You go to properties and then you just go to betas and then you opt in. Basically. Well, 1% for 20k is only going to be what? 200? It's not massive, but what we are going to do is take Mercantile because that unlocks the Trade League Federation type. which is just silly. And I do just want to quickly see if we can find a planet somewhere. Cannot re-roll another governor? Of course not. We do have access to both types of buildings, I believe. Don't we? We should do. Oh, and it wasn't there before, was it? It was under... in the thing it said we should have access to both types, but I don't see that we do. We only seem to have access to the temple. Maybe I'm wrong. I do have a planet next to me, but that's not what I need. I need a planet one jump away. For what I'm thinking about. Why am I at -4 here? I'll just distribute luxury goods on both. That should help. Yes, fantastic. Alright, let's have a look and see what the issues are then. So, consumer goods, what are the trade policy problems now? It's only 0.25. Ooh, no, that's the same. But they've halved the amount of unity. Ah, well. Oh, well. That is what it is, I suppose. You know, what are they making? 8. They're actually making good amounts. Let's grab some more minerals per month. Yeah, I didn't find any planets that way. Let's have a little look over here. Because basically we can now form a trade federation once we unlock mercantile. And we don't need to be the trade ones. We can be exalted priesthood. So we can just have like so much unity basically. That's the plan that I'm considering. Grab some more. I will push the price up. Shouldn't do it, but I can't be bothered waiting. You should upgrade. Yes, that'll be great. '53 unity. We're running out of consumer goods. That's a minor issue, but we'll soon fix that. Tradely, I think it does also receive the unity debuff from trade. So they've halved the amount of unity you get from the trade policy. But we are going to find out very soon. Wait a minute. We can spend unity to increase unity. Oh, come on. Veneration of Saints is just silly now. You spend unity to get extra unity. Gosh darn it. Show me a planet. Any planet will do. Extra trade value, yes please. Don't need the enforcers. Just keep them away from us. And I think it's time to take the planetary unification for that. We're going to get a silly unity boost from it at this point. You know what? We should really sell some of that food. And given that we're making food, let's instead... let's replace this with commercial zone. They'll build another commercial zone. And, yep, you guessed it, folks. Another commercial zone. Aha! A planet. Unfortunately, somebody else already owns it, but that's fine. We might be able to make contact with them. And then we'll just form a federation that way. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, first 4 years we've unlocked that. That's great, great. I will take Voidborn to start with. Probably replace that with Trade District, I think. Can I build the building yet? No, I need to have upgraded it, don't I? Yeah. Okay. I need to upgrade it to get the luxury residence. Not a problem. Aha! That'll do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, whatever. We'll just go there. Next up, what do we want to have? I'm thinking prosperity. We're just going to burn through all of this stuff so quickly it shouldn't really matter. And actually I will sell some more of that. Place that with a trade district. Spend extra influence, why not? You know, I haven't actually checked out my policies. We stay on expansionist, fine. Isolationists will give us 10% extra unity, okay. I think we'll just switch to isolationist at this point. Probably should have done that earlier. And we're going to steal these people's one. Yeah, we've stolen one of their guaranteed habitables, I think. No. It's Alpine, so that's fine. Right, yeah. What I'm going to do over there is probably spin off a Federation, something like that. And you do still need Diplo for the Federation. Yes, that's a good point. Whoever's made that in the comments section. Thank you. Oh, we've hit the 50% thing. Right, let's... Thank you, TYG Money Garbers. I'm glad you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for your support. It is very appreciated. I don't think I want to go for the Edict Fund, but you know what? Let's just try it. It feels like a slight waste, but we'll just waste some money. Oh, no. Bit of a mess here, but it's fine. I mean, as soon as we talk to these people, we should be able to... Oh, I think it's the Empire of Jeff. We should be able to make a trade fed with them if we really want to. Yeah, how much is diplomacy going to cost us? 1.9. You know what? Yes. Let's do it. That should fix the consumer goods problem. Yeah. Now I've just got a slight food problem. Do I even need a temple? How much are we getting from trade? 26. We're actually getting a lot more unity from our jobs, you know. That's a hit with a big stick actually for trade builds, reducing the unity like that. Great, we met the Jeffs. Uh-oh. Well, let's guarantee their independence. Let's improve relations with them. Can we even get favors from them when they're wary? Yes, we can. Great. Don't really want to give away alloys. Probably they love food, right? Nah, not that much. But Jeff's expanding very quickly. Goodness me. Why have we got an unemployed worker? Who's... What? Well, that's problematic. What? Why is there an unemployed... What? Well, I mean, that's just deeply confusing. Huh. Why have we got unemployed? That must be a little bug. Not sure why it's happened, but there's some issues with our pops. Well, that's the issue. The way to fix this would be commercial zone there. And let's actually throw out a luxury residence. Now we can form a Fed if we want to. Will they even want to form a Fed with us, though? At the moment, it looks like the answer is absolutely no. We do have political parties forming, and they're producing a paltry amount of unity. So how does it work now? There's a base of 0.5, then some bonuses, and then multiplied by the support? What? Multiply by 4. What is that? Why just 4? Is that... Eh? Well, I've got no idea how the maths on this works now. That's just wild. But I gave them another... Didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Have another commercial zone, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, restoring jobs didn't do anything. Now that just means I'd unemployed a couple of jobs. That's not gonna... Restoring jobs, yeah. Oh, there's not a... There's no debuff for the Trade League. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. And more than a little worrying, actually. I would think they do some sort of debuff there, to be very honest. What? Why have we still got an unemployed dude? You stay there. You stay here. We will have an employed pop. We will employ this ruler. It worked here. Ish. We're having a few weird things happening at the moment with our food and energy upkeep. No, okay, just stabilized. Okay, that's the problem. Bad luck, Poppy. That is entirely correct. Yeah, what you're saying is the truth. It's the true, and no mistake. Right. What we're going to try and do now is get that pop here, this ruler, to finally have a job. It's been unemployed for a long time. Yes. Thank you, world. Would Jeff just be happy? Establishing embassy. You'd be happy with that. We'll try that to start. Okay. Let's offer him a nice little trade deal. We just give him some alloys. We'll take a couple of favors. Come on, Jeff. Thank you. We'll take... we'll have that too. We'll have a non-aggression pact. Yeah, we'll also throw him a migration treaty. How far are we off the Fed? Minus 85. We have no idea why, though. No, we're not going to accept a vassalization. The Manifestive spawn now? What? What? They don't know when to quit. Why is that so much though? Well, just because of how many we bought. All right. All right, all right. Still won't open their borders to us. We're getting plenty of unity. Let's just swap over actually to consumer benefits at this point. Because we're still getting 100 unity. So, okay. Alright, I can see a way that this build might be really nice then is you've got your priests making unity, you've got your traders making consumer goods. Even if you don't get that extra unity from the trade, it's not going to be that big a deal to you. Or at least it shouldn't be. No, Jeff, get off. Oh, Jeff's growing on our world. That's bad. I mean, yes, it's kind of crap, but also the effect is basically nothing. We're at 86 admin cap here, plus 3% tech cost, plus 7% tradition cost. Is that, like, that's compared to what it used to be like in 2.2, I want to say? What's the build? We're currently trying out Exalted Priesthood, Functional Architecture. And you know what? I've got a bit of a problem. I need to sell a bunch of consumer goods, actually. Or I think I'm actually a little bit more on the money now. I should have been trading, instead of for Unity, I should have been trading for consumer goods. That's the trade policy I probably should have gone with. My trade is a little low as well. What? Why are you designated as a generator? Why would you do that? Just go straight to trade. Like, don't even look back. Alright. Naval, blah, blah. Let's throw in one of the hydroponics bays, because we probably should be doing that. But yeah, so I can actually see the Void Dweller build being Exalted Priesthood now, Functional Architecture, rather than Merchant Guilds, which is what it used to be. Exalted Priesthood, Functional Architecture. That means Spiritualist you're going to throw in there, and you'll probably go with Militarist. I'm not sure about Xenophobe, not sure I needed it, but I went for it. And we're just going to see how that plays out, I think, over the time. You can ascend your Empire Capital as well. And Empire Cap gives you stability, amenities, resources from jobs. So actually, I think if you just ascend your capital, that's great. It's great. Right, they went up a level. Let's buy some food, because Jeff loves food. Everyone knows Jeff's favorite thing in the whole wide world is definitely food. Where are we? So food. He doesn't love food. He doesn't give a flying monkey's uncle about food. Damn it, we've never been so wrong about Jeff. Instead, then, let's just get some more consumer goods for a little bit, and then we'll do a consumer good related trade. Where's the cap? There it is. Throw out a construction ship. Do we have... It's a moon. High Inquisitor is up for election. Ooh, the claim influence cost, fellow. Well, I don't mind if I do. It's so rare to... I always find it so rare to see the expansionist overtures. Themabob. What are we at there then? Minus 20% so far. Good, good. Executive Vigor is just a bit rubbish now. Consecrated Worlds, that might be nice. Is that useful now? Consecrating Worlds is going to increase amenities as well as Unity generation. Let's see if it's broken. Let's see if Consecrating Worlds is broken. 500 Unity. Okay, what do we get in exchange? Let's go to our Consecrated World. 4%, 2%, 4%. Yeah. Let's consecrate this one. We need to do a bit more Unity. I think we were at 106 before, and now we're at more. Just single player. Just single player at the moment, James. Have I done the maths on ruined Ringworld start with scrap miners? I mean, no, that's something. I haven't done the maths yet on that. And I think that might be Ragoon's baby. Or Ragoon, his little baby. He's been desperately trying to get that to be meta and to just work for some time now. Let's go with a little habitat there. Didn't we get... I don't know. Let's just throw out the Autocathon monument for a moment. Because we probably want to stack some of those Unity bonuses. Yeah, 42... 42 here. You know, let's throw an Autocathon monument out there as well. I mean, yeah, this is a little behind as well. We're just trying to search for what's effective at the moment. Consecrated Worlds, though, don't seem terribly bad. We've got 2, and that's giving us an extra 10% Unity and 5% amenities. Kind of useful. Where's the Unity bonus to? Is that to production, or is that to our jobs? Let's take a look. It's probably an Empire-wide, but yeah, it'll just be from Empire. Yeah, not going to say it. It's just probably part of that 55% from Empire. Oh, we should get rid of these artisans. No need to have those fellows. Where does that leave us? Still in the positive. All right. Now we should probably make a trade with Jeff. Establish an embassy again. Must keep hating our embassies. Let's trade 2,000 consumer goods. And we're also going to just throw a few hundred alloys his way. That should hopefully enable us to form a federation with him. No, it hasn't. Well, we're still kind of going in the right direction, roughly. What's wrong with the plus 10%? Nothing, except it's only for your administrators. That might include the priests. Well, we could just see, actually, couldn't we? So we've got some priests here. They're producing 9.7 unification, 10.2. It does include the priests. All right, that's good then. That is good. Let's also replace these with a couple of trade districts. We can throw a couple of guys from Orville's Creek over there. Oh, Jeff's are slaves. Can't make this stuff up. Let's just check what our species rights for Jeff is. Well, Jeff's a real animal. I think we'll go with indentured servitude, and then we can give Jeff social welfare. Plus 0.1 upkeep. They've changed the upkeep for social welfare for slaves then. All right. Oh, maybe they haven't actually. No, I don't think they have. That could be what it used to be. Thinking about it now. But yeah, the wild things we found so far is that you could at any point just decide to go negative. So let's spend a bunch of unity, and then we're just going to spend a bit of time deciding to go negative. We're just going to go negative. Well, actually, just a moment. We are going to get one leader. And then we're going to go negative because, well, let's say you rush ahead. Let's say you rush ahead and you get 4 traditions or 3 traditions. Let's say because we could have actually, instead of diplomacy, we could have probably got supremacy, and we'd be quite close to finishing that up. We're at -20 stability, but we don't care. We, honest to goodness, don't care. That's basically neither here nor there for us. Yeah, that's silly. And we're getting all of this. We're getting extra capacity. Well, I mean, we don't have any capacity people. For us, it's a little bit. For us, it's a little bit worthless because we're not really getting much from any of these. So I'm just going to turn them off again, and we can immediately go back into the positive unity. Are there any update notes? How do you mean? Oh, we really should. I should have really been increasing our alloy production or paying attention to that, because I mean, if we were playing a multiplayer game, we'd be about to get squished. Why doth Jeff hate us so? He simply will not give us the Federation. How wooed. Right, Hadbury Bay, we'll just throw a quick habitat out there. Possibly hates me because I said no. I didn't enslave his people. They came here via migration pact, and they migrated. Maybe he doesn't like my war stance. I mean, this wouldn't really be what you should do, but yes, that was it. Thank you. Right, let's get a Fed going. We will, of course, assign some envoys to this busy Federation. But now we've got... Oh, for fools. No, really? Does the Trade League policy... Okay, so they've not updated Trade League policy yet. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will update Trade League policy. But at the moment, we are able to get the same as it used to be. So we're getting bonkers unity from Trade League policy. Cool, we've got some gas and some moats. Good, good, good. I'm sure we can improve relations with those fellows too. They probably think we're the good guys. Right, so yeah, basically this is the beta. You can go out and use it right now if you want to. There's all you have to do is to play it yourself. Go to Steam and opt in. Oh yes, clone it. You're darn right I will. Do we have purification? Yeah. I mean, now we're at 108, 5%, 11%, not so bad. Proof of the Divine, Proof of the Divine. Clone the Ice Alien, yes. Oh goodness, a dimensional horror. Never something you want to run into on a dark and stormy night. Jeff really doesn't care about the success of our Federation either. Is megastructures more viable? I mean, something we should probably look at too, I suppose, though it might be outside the scope of this video, is technocracy. Because I guess a regular bio build with technocracy, possibly master crafters, has come along a long, long way. Ooh. Let's add them to Hanmuria, I suppose. See what they are. Oh, this is the space slug thing, people. You'll resettle all of these to Weymouth. And we should also update their right too, I believe. What? Wait, are they proles or are they very strong? Now they're very strong. Huh? What? I'm very confused by this. I swear they were this a moment ago. We moved them to a habitat and then they became very strong. I'm sure that's the little bug. Just a teeny tiny one. You know, this is why we have whatever these things are called. Betas. Let's just boost research there. What's going over here? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. No, that's the wrong one. Let's just get some more. More! Enigmatic Fortress. Nice. Is that a relic world I see? What was that just appeared in? There was for a moment. Oh, it was the Federation. It looked like Jeff just wants it to fail then. Does he not like us? No, it's still going up. Yeah, we're xenophobic bigots. Sure we are, Jeff. You hate us because we're xenophobic. Etc, etc. Exalted Priesthood, Death Cult. It doesn't really sound like we're the baddies here, Jeff. Not particularly, anyway. Oh, there's an event that popped up that changed their traits. Was there, Byron? I just didn't notice. Alright, fair enough. Must have clicked over it. That's my mistake. So. The peak of genetic engineering, they grow stronger on their flight to the new home. IDC Gaming, you're asking, unrelated question, what is my opinion of HFY? What is HFY? Huffy. Huffoy. Yeah, so the species traits I was running at the moment were the Pogavans And they were Void Dwellers, of course, then Intelligent, Thrifty, Natural Engineers, Deviants, and Unruly. And I'm getting plus 60.3 from Pops. The Unruly's adding an extra 10%. I still think it might be a free trait, roughly. Because, like, overall, Unruly is going to add... Let's say you had 1,000 Pops. That's going to add 10%, so 1,100. An extra 100 Empire Sprawl is 10% technology cost. But what would offset that 10% technology cost? Yep, 10% extra research from the fact that we have Intelligent. So I think it might still roughly be a free one. Oh, I've read some of those. Yeah, okay, I know what HFK is now. Sorry, IDC Game. I've read a fantastic... There are some good pieces, but then some of it, I'm a bit... As a space lizard myself, I have to say that I find it a little funny when hairless apes, as you call them, humans, are... I just want, you know, I mean, we always have these sci-fi things where humanity's like this wonderfully diverse species that's all crazily different, and I actually kind of prefer when humanity's a bit boring and bog standard. Alright, Jane, so let's do the math on it then. So we're getting an extra... No, we're getting an extra 10% output from Intelligent. We're not talking about absolute rates here. We just look at the actual output. Let's say we had 100 pops with, or let's say like at the moment 61 pops. Without this, we'd be at let me get a thing up on my side screen. I don't want to get the math wrong here. So we would be at, divided by 1.1. Where we are, 61.2, sorry. Divided by 1.1. 55. So at the moment we'd be getting an extra plus 5 from our pops. Okay, so there is a point where it's not worth it, I think. But at the beginning of the game, and for a long time, so an extra 5 Empire Sprawl... An extra 5 Empire Sprawl is 0.5% extra tech cost, right? Isn't it? Yes. Yeah. An extra 5 Empire Sprawl is an extra 0.5% tech cost. No. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So at the beginning of the game, or at least at this point in the game, we'd be offsetting... So we're getting an extra 5% tech cost, 0.5% tech cost for a roughly 5% tech boost. I don't know. That's a 4.5% boost to tech for free. Because we're losing 2 trait points for the tech. Now we're getting 2 trait points. Later on it will fall off though. Yeah. Well, but we're getting an extra 5%. Well, we're getting an extra 5% to tech from our researchers per... Well, we're getting an extra 10% base cost per researcher. So even if we had more pops producing more Empire Sprawl, slowing down tech, as long as we proportionally had the same number of researchers, we should still net be getting a benefit. Hello, Murek. What's up? I mean, if you've got gene editing, yeah, get rid of it. Absolutely. The only issue is if you go psionic, I suppose. If you go psionic, then what do you do? You know? I mean, you can still gene edit it out, I suppose, if you get enough. You just need the 2 texts that are correct to do that. Let's fire this useless pop. No, somebody got into the job, darn it. Right, but I mean, basically, this is kind of we're gonna do fine. I've not really played this perfectly from a meta point of view. I'm quite a bit behind. I didn't bother building any ships because I didn't need to. But from just an economic point of view, this is definitely very powerful. Yeah. So merchant guilds stand out of the way. I think exalted priesthood. That's. Sprawl penalty to Captain Pangolin. Captain Pangolin. Sprawl penalty goes up. So we're at 119 and we're currently getting 6% technology cost increased. That's nothing. We have 4 planets, a whole host of systems. It's like we've got 120 pops. We're 35 years into the game and we've got a 6% increase to our tech costs. You know, that's so far 400 points. That's for us, for instance, in engineering, an extra couple of months. I think you can still play wide, right? Let's just briefly pause this one, and let's have a look at an old favorite of mine. No, not the Barony of Letnev. Where are you? Not Montu's Meme Collective. That's not who I want to play as. Here we are. Sovereign Albanian Alliance. Right. Just going to edit some of these bits and pieces up. Let's change the origin to Prosperous Unification. Let's go for Mastercrafted Technocracy. Let's reduce that. And I think we will need to go for Militarist. Yeah. Let's try this out, I think, folks. Let's try out some technocracy. Right, so what's the changes for technocracy? Now you get science directors instead of politicians, and you get +1 research alternatives. Okay, that all sounds fine. Do I still want charismatic in there? Yes, I think I do. Yeah. Is there any way that I could get extra Unity production? What could we grab? Oh, they've changed police state now. +1 Unity from Enforcers, +1 Unity from Telepaths. All right. Reanimated is probably unchanged. This one is giving us a whole bunch of things. +20% Unity. Yep. Yeah, merchant guilds. Capital buildings now provide merchant jobs. Completely. Ah, they. Oh, you only get merchants. Maybe that's worth it then? No, I still don't think so. Corporate authority does nothing now for admin cap. Yeah, let's. Corporate authority, you get +10% monthly Unity and +25% Empire Sprawl penalty. It's slightly, not as bad. It's not quite as bad as machine intelligence. But Hivemind still gets -25% Empire Sprawl. Holy moly. Kajiggers. Tomorrow as well, I should... Let me just check my... Tomorrow at 5 p.m. CET, I will be joining the ISL League game, and I'll be playing. This time I'm going to be playing with a Hivemind. I've actually basically outlined the build I'm going to be playing in a video that I released just when this live stream started, about an hour and a half ago. So pencil in 5 p.m. CET tomorrow and go over and check out the build video if you'd like to as well. That's up and available. Right, so yeah, otherwise I think though this looks Should be pretty reasonable. Enforcers give 1 stability base. Police state they now give a unity. So, Nationalistic zeal. Yep. Do we still have Byzantine bureaucracy? You get stability and unity from any bureaucrat jobs. That's fine. Citizen service is very, very good. I think I want to change into that when I get to somewhere nearer the mid game. Where is the thing I'm looking for? Feudal society, I think, is going to be quite fun. You know, I want to make something work with feudal society. We looked at Zombie Megacorp at the start, just briefly. I don't think we need to look at that again. Parliamentary system, faction unity plus 40%, that might be good. Shared burdens, plus 5 stability, yeah. Where's the thing, the thing that used to make us so that we had extra admin cap? I've totally forgotten. Efficient bureaucracy. Administrator upkeep minus 20%. Oh, they've nerfed that to heck. Alright. Well, let's get going, probably. Can we be citizen service? We can, right? Because we are some degree of militarist, has democratic or oligarchic. Right, okay, cool. Let's have a go with these guys, see what our start is like. Size 21 world, straight off the bat. That's nice. This is very good. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Getting an extra roll right at the start is quite important. The world type, though, is a bit rubbish. I should have gone with arid. So enforcers now give us +1 stability. That's not worth it for an entire job. That's 0.6% increase to our output. No, thank you. 77 trade value. Is that mostly from trade? What, 40 trade? What are we getting all that trade from? Oh, just clerks. Not very many amenities from the politicians, however. All right, let's do all the normal things we would do at the start. And let's just see roughly, because I would love to be able to play a regular bio build as a meta build. You know, if we can push this to be viable, you know, technocracy, mastercrafters, something along those lines, to be viable. Oh wow, fleet expansion to start with. Well, this guy's just been Director General Bemalona is going to be our leader for all of time and space, I feel. If we can make this viable, or if it can become viable. Wait, why did we only got like 100? I've noticed that happening. Because I definitely, yeah, we've upgraded, we've only got 100. So strange. We might not need Master Crafters. That's a very good point because it doesn't cost extra. Ooh. Maybe I should have gone with something else to start with. Maybe I should have started with functional architecture, actually. I'm sure it's fine. What I will need to do, though, is... I'll be month 3. That's not a problem. Right, we'll have a month 3 colony ship. Why is it only... agenda fleet expansion. Oh, beautiful. BEA, beautiful. We'll buy some more of that. That's all beautiful. But we're low on unity production right at the start. That is an issue. And to deal with that, we can get administrative offices, 11 unity for 4 consumer goods. It's not so great, you know. That's really not so great. Interesting challenge. How do regular bioempires that aren't spiritualists get enough unity to actually do anything? I think this species might need to be aquatic for this to work then, actually. Possibly drop natural engineers for aquatic. Right, first things first, let's start off with an admin office. I don't think I'd ever say that. I don't think I've ever said that before. The first building we're going to build is an administrative office. Yes, no, I'm not trying to decrease Empire Sprawl. I'm trying to increase Unity generation. Because at the moment we're spending 10 Unity on our leaders. That's actually quite painful. What's our research like? Particles, spark of genius, materials. So we can't cycle leaders. Ugh. Wait. Oh, we're not continental preference. Oh no, we weren't. Were we? Oh yeah. Let's boost our monthly Unity then with Isolationist. Oh, Exploration is a bit of a blag now. 1, 2, 3. So actually it's here, there, and there are the worlds it could be. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Right. Cool. Well, this colony ship was a little bit of a waste. Oops. Let's just go straight out the back with something like Prosperity. Byzantine bureaucracy, I'm not entirely convinced about it, you know? Yeah, I'm really not convinced. Oh, it's going to be some annoying delays. The leader annual cost and edict upkeep is surely going to get nerfed before release. It's so high. Yeah. We're already at 55, so we're at plus 0.5% additional. That's because we took that extra place there. Prosperous Unification is still giving us lots of extra amenities and happiness. And now we're getting 20% resources from jobs on our capital right at the beginning of the game. Okay. That's pretty good. I think I'll go for the growth speed next. That's probably going to be the most worth it of all the things that there are to do. You think leader upkeep should scale? So the upkeep or what you pay to hire a new leader? Because I'm a little confused. Oh, we've found... Oh, well. Looks like we've got some primitive enlightenment to do, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, normally you wouldn't get this in some sort of competitive match or anything, but we're just trying to see if this is a viable build. I shouldn't really take it, because then we won't know anything. Another thing they've done that's really quite unpleasant: sell to private collectors now is a 6-month wait time after you do it. So if you attempt to sell to private collectors, you then have to wait 6 months. Yes, you heard me, 6 months before you can do anything again. I'm actually going to throw out a Hollow Theatres. No, am I? No, that's crazy. I'm not crazy. And then maybe we go Discovery next. I'm thinking. Yeah. I think we go Discovery next and we rattle down that one for a little bit of time. And actually, I am going to now grab one extra scientist. We've already got a... So, a little fun one for you. Every time you see a word like particles, always pronounce it like the Greek. So in this case, Particles. There's a Particles expert. Yeah, that's fun. Super fun. That's good. Build the outpost. You need to find more worlds, mister. Let's go for the colony ship 2. Alright, there's no world there then, is there? Maybe it's over here? Oh, phooey. Didn't notice this one. Well, that's just pushed us back very far. But, you know, we just have to make do, I suppose. So can we even afford... So no, capacity subsidies now is completely useless because you can't afford it at the start of the game unless you go and try and run negative... You know, you don't have any Unity generation. That's just rubbish. Right, so we're now at five research alternatives every time we roll tech. That should make it a little easier. You know, just to choose whatever we want. Alright, Alpine World. Yes, that's another one. Good. No. Construction. Yeah, the performance is actually better now. That's a very, very good point to make. Let's go with powered exoskeletons. How long is this all going to take? Let's see. 58% there. That's kind of okay, I suppose. But I feel very behind at the moment. Year 6, and we've got 2 colony ships that are not down. The game dies at year 50. Please explain what you mean, Baby Grogu. Didn't think I'd ever say that on the internet. But Baby Grogu, we need you. Why do you mean? What do you mean it dies at year 50 with a large map with all those AIs? What on earth? What are you telling me? Because that sounds like a big problem. .31 Unities, I don't think that's terrible. I think it could be better, but it's definitely not terrible. But my honestly, generally speaking, ladies and gentlemen, my feeling here is that they've not actually nerfed wide enough. Empire Sprawl needs to be bigger. I think Empire Sprawl needs to be twice as much as it is, actually. For it to be, for what they're trying to do to be effective. Because at the moment it's not going to be like we're at 59. We're about to settle small worlds, and it will go up when we do that. But otherwise, it's like completely kind of irrelevant. You know, it's not a major concern. It's not a worry. You can probably just economy your way out of it. Yeah, some of the beta numbers are making me wince too, Jane. Yeah, that's very true. Don't take xenocompatibility. Just don't even do it. It's not worth it. Think about what you're doing and then like just stop yourself. I mean, I guess now that you can't spend influence on anything, you just kind of have to keep pushing it up. Map the stars is free. That's kind of cool. We must have the rubricator. Okay, that's very useful actually. Let's grab that world. Yeah, map the stars is now free. That's cool. But influence, initial grab. But then you just kind of think now you have to keep expanding. If you're void dwellers, you keep building your habitats with it. Tech is still king, yeah. So that's an interesting point. I think that with this ascension tiers, I mean, I asked myself what I want to do with it, and the first thing I thought of was, well, I want to use all this Unity to increase my tech generation, and of course that's not meant to be the point. You meant to have Unity should be good for its own sake. It's like this. I think ascension tiers. I think it's going in the right direction. It's a good addition, but I don't actually think it solves the problem, so to speak. I really don't think it solves the problem. And the problem being that technology should have a counterpoint, and that counterpoint should be Unity. I'm not talking about. Don't think of it as punishment, because that's actually so. I don't think you should think of Empire Sprawl as punishment. You should think of it as a natural part of increasing the size of your empire. Because if you don't have something like Empire Sprawl, you're going to get more researchers, and you're just going to keep pushing your tech ability to generate technology up and up and up and up. Empire Sprawl allows, it does offset that by allowing narrower, so taller empires, not narrower empires even, tall empires to compete. I don't have a fully formed plan for you guys, though, I'm afraid. Sorry. These are more kind of feelings, I would say, on what I think about the game. Oh, these planets are so late. Goodness me. So terribly, terribly late. I feel like the Mad Hatter. What? Don't mind if I do. Planetary build speed might be very, very useful to me right now. Right, recruiting. Sure, it's fine. Move society research away from tech and make it a Unity tech tree so that Unity is used for society and research for engineering and physics. Who died? Oh, that's now actually really annoying. Oh, wow. Yeesh. Didn't I just... Yes. Thank you. That's deeply unpleasant. So dying is now a big problem. A big, big problem. Yes, why would priests help you learn gene editing? Yeah, I'm not really sure on that one. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying this test of the open beta, please test that like button. Because tests are good. And that means press it, and then you need to wait for at least 5 to 10 weeks, I would say, just to make sure that the like does stay depressed, so it stays pushed, so to speak. No current issues. Oh, they're militarist. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I always feel a little dirty when the militarists are very happy with everything I'm doing. That never leaves me feeling warm and fuzzy inside, I can tell you. You tested it and didn't work. I pressed it again, Goliath. I'm sure if you press it a few times, yeah, I'm sure it'll work. Right, now we're at 99 sprawl and we get an extra 10% cost. Is it a problem? Not really. Let's get rubber assembly plants up and running. We've got a plants up and running on the capital, I think. Because we have barely any pops, actually. 41 pops at this point is... Yeah, how Hive Mind is about to become the top tier of meta. I can't see anything else. I can't see it going any other way, basically. Honestly, it's just kind of shocking. Because you're going to get that reduction to Empire Sprawl. You also got fantastic pop growth. And I think that if you get enough pops out, you're basically going to be able to ignore the fact that you have lots of Empire Sprawl. Because at the moment with the numbers, they're not... The numbers aren't so big that you really need to worry about it. Really? You know, it's... They're a problem. They are a problem, but they're not that much of a problem. Could probably increase the edicts fund now. What have we got going on? Yeah, so but some of these edicts are base of 50 per month. 50 unity for capacity subsidies now. They've got to change some of those numbers. I just can't see it. I can't see it going any other way. I mean, it makes the edicts fund now look quite good. You want to take capacity subsidies, you have to take executive vigor and fill up that edict fund. Imperial prerogative. Imperial prerogative, I think, might be quite useful. Well, no, but even then, let's say you have 20 planets. Let's say you have 20 planets, and you're getting a minus 50% to your 20 planets from sprawl. That's only 100 sprawl. That's 5% extra tech cost. Captain Pangolin, I think that makes sense that power projection is easier for tall rather than wide. A wide empire, it may be very difficult for their ships to fly from one part of their massive empire to the other, whereas a tall empire, they've got a fleet in being and they're kind of scary. I mean, I can see how that may thematically work a bit. Chemical plants sounds nice. I mean, so far, this is going pretty okay, I think. Yeah, that's kind of going there, but now, yeah, they've locked this to that. It's Proclaim superiority is now complete dog poop. I wouldn't spend 2 minor artifacts on 40 influence just for some claims. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. It's not worth it. The movement isn't different, no, once you build a gateway network, but the actual, you know, the disposition of the forces becomes a bit different. I mean, maybe there should be something when you get gateways. Maybe there should be some way of... What is this? Why are we having so much unhappiness? Because we need to have at least one of these fellows. Oh. Yeah, okay, it's just going to be very expensive then. Oh, let's just go for it. Yikes. If I buy a few less of these, we should be able to balance up again. Let's just do that. What are you doing, game? We should swap those over. That's just silly. So this is a mining world apparently, but we had no miners until just now. I see. Let's make this an industry world. No. Let's make it a colony. Then we'll make it an industry world. Oops. I'm not sure, Logan, if that is true. You know, I think... I'm not sure that's true. If the only way to play is to kill everyone else. I think possibly, you know, it might be quite good now to make lots of tributaries out of your neighbours. Because that way, you won't increase your empire sprawl. And you're still going to get lots of extra resources to funnel into your core worlds to be able to do stuff. Oh, wow. LA Megaforges. Brilliant. Basic intel. Administrative park. Yeah, okay. So it's not really that useful then. And there goes the dancing plague yet again. You don't want to. I don't think, John. I don't actually think you want to take their pops. I mean, maybe take a few, but I think in the majority now, you don't want pops because pops basically 1 for 1 give you 1 empire sprawl, kind of per pop, which is not. That's not something you want. Not as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Oh, this now becomes quite a good trade. 500 energy and 100... Sprawling slums is pretty good, though, but 700 unity is almost worth it. No, that wasn't worth it. I should have gone with the slums. That's an extra pop for 300. I don't know why I did that. Let's just clear this off. Right. I think there's something could be viable here with bio. I mean, the main issues with bio is the slow pop growth rate compared to the hive mind. I just released a video on hive mind builds today, how to hive, and basically I've just done a little bit on kind of where hive minds are now at the moment, and they're very meta. They're very meta. Yeah, they're disturbingly meta, actually, I think. Probably better now to go with a luxury residence on this world, because I can. Did I, what am I getting so much from here? Factions. Factions are giving me 20 unity. Okay. So xenophobe, which is really easy to please, is giving me 10 unity. Extra because I'm isolationist. Oh, that seems a little broken. Wow. Huh. How bizarre. Get another research alternative. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's throw caution to the wind and research alternative our way into the future. Which planet? I'm guessing it's one of the ones that needs to have distribution of luxury goods done to it. Let's just hold. Oh, is this unity now? Interestingly, elections are still influence. That's interesting. And of course, I'm going to re-elect this guy because he's just, well, he's just great. Fleet expansion and architectural sense and fertility preacher. I don't know what more you could want from a pop. Fix this planet though. Yes, there we are. Fixed. Forever. I think I already... No, I didn't grab a person. Right, I'll grab that person. And I am going to swap... yeah, I'll swap them over. I do probably need to start attempting to increase my metallurgist production. And actually it will probably help me quite a bit as a civilian industries, ironically. But yeah, merchants no longer produce unity, so even if you get the merchant guild, it's really not going to help you that much. Not at all, unfortunately. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not going to help. Look at the cost of these. When are you going to take something for 112 unity at this point in the game? And as it scales, do we have to scale that fast? Like, is that going to happen? I don't think so. It's just, I think it's too expensive. That part is too expensive. I think a lot of the balance is, well, I think Empire Sprawl should be higher cost. You know, it should be a higher cost so far. That's my general feeling. But I feel that the edicts monthly are too expensive. And we were actually earlier running. I mean, we should do it now. So I don't want any more edicts for a little while. Let's recruit a couple of fellows. Already done it. All right, cool. So we're just going to take all of the edicts for a moment. Why not? Just for a few months. Minus 20 stability. That will affect us. This regular bio empire cannot handle it yet. Nope. Unfortunately, it was a no-go. That's a shame. Because if we'd been able to handle that stability problem, it would have been very, very tasty. Could Utopian Abundance? It might, but then we'd run a massive. Our consumer goods would crash through the floor. At this point, we're not making enough CGs. What as well, I should probably change to academic privilege. Yeah, the way they've reworded this is very difficult to read. It was much nicer when it said the happiness effects next to the upkeep of the pops. Maybe academic privilege can offset it though. Oof, 17. That's bad. That's a little bit of a problem. Like that's a minor to major issue depending on your point of view. Where did they put the debuff to trade? Ah, oh no. Oh, they put it on trade value. I'm not sure if that's the right place. I think you should put it on the jobs. Because also minus 16% from 20% reduction. How did they work out that? Where does that number come from? What? Like really, what? I'm still not a fan of Mega Art installation, I have to say. I apologize if that upsets you, but I'm still not a fan. That almost fixes that. Let's stop selling all the food. We don't want that metallurgist. We don't want a metallurgist at all, actually. We just want the industrial stuff. No, but we ramped up on whatever it is too late, for sure. Oh, I forget what it's called. Alloys. I ramped up on alloys way too late in this play. If that's what I was trying to do, but maybe I think maybe it's possible. But ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of a first look. The main things we've seen today that are a little funky, that are definitely quite a bit funky. If we can just load them up, let's grab these guys. If you remember. Oh, they had. Oh, yeah. Let me just. How do we spend all that unity? Not 10 at a time. You can't reduce it. Man, never mind. Well, basically. Oh, I remember now what we're going to do. Yeah, that was it. What do I need? 73,000. So let's add quite a bit. Let's add 15 plus 73 minus 15. So let's just go to 64, and that should leave us with very little time before we run out. Because basically, once you run out, if you've got enough bonuses, I mean, look, these worlds are 100% stability. We're getting Fanatic Pacifist, Information Quarantine, Prosperity is finished. When we run out, from the fact that we are running all well, let's run some more edicts just so it runs out a bit faster. But we're running all of the edicts, and ambitions are a little broken too at the moment. But we're about to get negative stability, and then soon as we do that, yeah, I could have tried that, Byron, but this worked because now we're at 0, minus 100, blah blah, minus 20 stability. Oh no, that's terrible. But all of our planets are still in the green. We've got one planet with a little teeny tiny issue. It's probably just because they got unemployment though. Actually, let's fix the employment problems, and then actually maybe everyone will just be happy. But yeah, it's just this shouldn't be viable, but it might be, and that's a bit of an issue. So factions, let's take a look at the interaction costs are. Embrace a faction, that still apparently costs influence. Promote a faction, it doesn't say. Ah, no, doesn't say. Stop promoting. But at the moment, it's free, which is a little bit bizarre. Suppress them. It's just, they just get more unhappy. So the cost in unity is the fact that their happiness will go down, therefore reducing your unity. So I should just promote, because then it'll just increase my unity. That's... So there's another bug, maybe, or a little problem here. So, is there a penalty for not having unity? Yes, minus 20 stability. Is that a problem, though? No, not if you take... First off, there's an edict. Where is it? Information quarantine just gives you 5 unity. So as long as you're running that one, no problem. If you're fanatic pacifists, like we are, that's an extra 10. So far this penalty is just minus 5. Let's reform our government in a moment. We should be able to, in a moment... It costs unity to reform the government now. Of course it does. But we want to reform the government into... What do we want it into? Yes, that's it. If we go into an aristocratic elite... So I guess the best way to do this would be, if you're a bio, you want aristocratic elite, you want to be pacifist, and then you want to run your information quarantine. I can't remember where we get that one from. But then you'll just completely ignore the stability issue. And you can then... I mean, yeah, you won't be gaining any unity, but you can get the effects of capacity subsidies and mining subsidies and farming subsidies and industrial subsidies and forge subsidies and research subsidies and peace festivals and extended shifts and, you know, and all of them, nutritional plentitude, all of them at the same time. It's from being authoritarian. Thank you. That's what it's from. Yes. And the fact that all it then really is doing is giving you this problem for your unity. For your governing ethics attraction. Don't really see that as an issue. But yeah, so yeah, suppressing and promoting factions. We're now getting much more unity from factions than we were before, because now we are supporting them. Yeah, the pacifist ethos is now at plus 50% because we're supporting. This one's now at minus 25% because we're not supporting it, I would assume. Oh my goodness, Jeff was so close to us again. We didn't even know. Yeah, let's just wait till we can reform and then reform. I mean, one thing I have to keep pointing out is how fast it's going. It's going very, very fast. Let's oppose the galactic market with all of our fantastic diplo weight. Let's just turn everything off for a moment, just so we can increase our unity generation again. because we want to reform our government. And as you can see, everything's gone down now, but it's fine. In a moment, I can just toggle it all back on again. I'm not sure the minus 100% is working, no. I'd be surprised if it was. What are we getting from this tier 10 Ringworld Ascension stuff, though? Well, let's have a look. So, being tier 10... Where's the tier 10 one? Here we are. So we're now getting 17.5% from all jobs. Or we could turn it into a research Ringworld and get 52%. Agricultural will give us 87. Yep. Commercial will give us, I think, 70. Trade. Yep. And then an admin center will give us 35. Actually, that makes I think research fantastic. Ringworld setting could be useful for your industrial segments. Logan, you got to remember this is an open beta, so it's meant to be a mess. Like, the point of this is that there should be problems. And that's why we've got an open beta, so that we can identify the problems now before, you know, before it goes live and before people are complaining that they're like, oh, it's a bad game and it's broken. Because, you know, I think the numbers are a bit unbalanced here, and I think that's what the feedback from the beta is going to show us. I think Unity late game is kind of... Well, first off, what can you do with it late game? You can upgrade the Ascension tiers. Okay. You upgrade Ascension tiers, and that will let you get more research. So Unity is good for getting more research, for instance, or more resources. That's not really making Unity good in its own right. And therefore, what you might really want to do... oh, we've got plenty of Unity now. Sorry. Let's reform the government. Let's go for aristocratic elite. We need a planetary administration. All right. But we can probably throw one down. Noble estate. Yeah. So if we grab a couple of these noble estates, this is going to be silly. Oh my goodness. The research one here. We'll grab a couple of noble estates. Yes, there we are. Two. Oh, you're only getting what? Noble estates now only grant +2 stability. Huh? So it's very difficult to get more stability, I assume. Let's throw some entertainment stuff out though. But now we've done all that. Oh, we've got a consumer good problem. Let's fix that. Now we've done all that. Let's just make everything better again. Let's fix all the problems we have in our society. And we can do that very simply by toggling all of these and just ignoring the fact that we're going to burn through our Unity in a mere moments. Because like Unity, huh, what is it good for? Who even knows? Handling Empire Sprawl now is basically, well, you can't reduce it with bureaucrats. Instead, what you have to do is just build more researchers or get more Unity production. So actually, I think it's completely manageable. It's just your tech cost is going to go up more. It's going to be a bit of an issue. A bit of an issue. Not a massive issue though. It's not, I think, it's not going to be the issue that everyone is worried about at all. But yeah, so I'm going to be live streaming again, as I've said already, tomorrow at 5 p.m. CET. For those of you on the Eastern Time America, so if you're living in, I don't know, New York, that's going to be 11 a.m. If you're living in the United Kingdom, that's going to be 4 p.m. Pick another place. If you're living in Hong Kong, that should be, what, 9 p.m.? Oh, I have to confirm that. I think I'm right. No, that's midnight. Yes, Hong Kong's that far ahead. Sorry, I did my maths wrong. Oops. But yeah, so I'll be playing tomorrow at that time. 5 o'clock. And otherwise, I've just released a build on Hive. I'm pretty convinced Hive is going to be the way to go, actually. I think that's going to be the meta build. Biohives are about to enter a primacy that I don't think we've ever seen them in. Ever. Actually, I think it's going to be Hive or bust, pretty much. Science buildings do not produce sprawl. You get sprawl as well from districts, systems, colonies, and pops. You get nothing. I'm going to say it again. You get nothing. Fanatic Pacifist gets minus 30% to Empire Sprawl from pops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So Fanatic Pacifist means you can ignore your Empire Sprawl a bit, and your stability is going to be plus 10, so you can then go negative unity economy. So Hive Minds and Fanatic Pacifists are going to be the stupidly good way to go here, I'm thinking. Huh. Problem with Fanatic Pacifists is you can't attack people. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe, well, can you demand tribute as a Fanatic Pacifist? Let's find someone at peace. Okay. Let's just let's build some ships. We're just going to spoof some shipbuilding. I apologize for this, ladies and gentlemen, because all we want, I say build, I say build. Isn't that add ship? Yeah, it is. Not ass ship. Goodness me. Add ship. Okay, let's just do that a few times. All right, we've got some ships. We have some ships. Go together. Cool. That should give us enough Diplo weight to be much better than these guys. Yes. So you can demand tribute. Can you? Oh, but you can't use the war goal probably. Yeah, you can't declare war, can you? No, no, no. I'm thinking too fast, and I'm not thinking well enough ahead. Yeah, well. Oh, well. Yeah, the Fanatic Pacifists cannot declare wars. That's very, very true. Can I insult them enough so they declare war on me? Possibly. Possibly. But, yeah, Megacorp's now in a really weird place, because with Megacorp, you're getting extra penalties for your Empire Sprawl, so that's difficult now. So they've made Megacorp harder to play. Machines now get a plus 33% to Empire Sprawl problem. Yes, Jeff, you can become our protectorate. Turns out just be big enough, and Jeff will become your pawn. But yeah. Interesting. But anyway, I'm going to say thank you for everyone to joining me here today, for having a look through and trying to play around and see what's going on with this crazy update, I suppose. Yeah, this is just silly. This is very silly. There's no penalty really, except for the fact we can't spend unity, and if we need unity for a leader, we just turn them all off again. Wonder what the fix will be for this, ladies and gentlemen. But I digress. I've been Montu. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to support this channel, there's a link to Patreon down in the description. You can also buy stuff from Humble Bundle, actually. If you follow the link, I'm a Humble affiliate now. So you can buy stuff from Humble Bundle. That means you'll donate to charity as well as donating to support the channel at the same time. I'm pretty sure some people have already done that. And that means I think we've raised some money for charity so far, which I think is very good. So well done for doing that if you've done that. You can also join this channel if you want to support the channel directly in that way. You get some, I want to say you get some nice memes, but you don't. You get some fun stuff. But there's a good point I need to make, is now I need to put out the Discord invite for anyone that would like to join Montuplay's Discord server. I will just pop that now into the chat, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. You have been patient with me. so I'm going to have to say thank you. Feel free to jump in there. We have some games organized in the Discord server. Fun stuff happens, I think. Is there a penalty for being over Edict Fund? No, you then have to spend Unity, but negative Unity means you get minus 20 stability and minus 100% government ethics attraction. I'm not sure the government ethics attraction is actually implemented. For instance, look, we just went volatile motes shortage, and that gave us a big problem, minus 25% from jobs. That would be, you know, pretty scary. But until next time, or until tomorrow, you already know what time. I've been Montu, and thank you very much for joining me, I think.